All right, so Black Lives Matter Plaza is getting removed, and I think it's a good thing.
Every day I wake up lately, I find myself saying, maybe today will be the day that Donald Trump, grows up.
They're literally wasting government money to get rid of BLM over a street. Their ray-rayness is so bad that they would tank their own economy.
A lot of us are the kids and grandchildren, great-grandchildren of people who had their towns burned to the ground, communities burned to the ground.
The thing is, you don't have to incite out anger. Some of us have never stopped being angry. Never. We wake up with this quiet resolve that America hates us.
I'm here at Black Lives Matter Plaza today, finding out people's opinion on it getting torn down.
Well, it's very unfortunate, and from my understanding, it'll be gone tomorrow. So I wanted to bring my two granddaughters to get them to see a part of history, because this will be history.
I am disappointed in me about always obeying in advance. What is the point of history?
Work continues in Washington, D.C. at Black Lives Matter Plaza. As of March 14, 2025, the demolition is underway. 5 years ago, the words Black Lives Matter were painted on 16th Street, a road leading up to Lafayette Park and the White House. In recent years, there has been political pressure to remove the installation, with some lawmakers tying its demolition to transportation funding for the city. Even after the removal began, ongoing budget discussions still include significant funding cuts for Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser ultimately decided to take down the mural, which was originally created in response to police brutality and racial injustice during the summer of 2020. This site, located just outside the Black Star Network studios, became a symbol of activism. The CEO of Equal Striping, the company responsible for painting the letters, called the removal historically obscene. Some have pointed out the contrast between this decision and the long-standing efforts to remove Confederate statues, noting that while those monuments have stood for over a century, this one is being dismantled in under 5 years. Since the mural's creation, there has been debate over its presence, with concerns raised about street closures affecting local businesses. In response, modifications were made to allow traffic flow while preserving the plaza as a gathering space. Beyond its symbolic meaning, the site hosted various events, including commemorations of George Floyd's death. The removal of Black Lives Matter Plaza is seen by some as part of a broader discussion about how public spaces reflect history and activism. There has also been debate over renaming the area Liberty Plaza, a change included in recent legislation. However, the mayor's office has stated that no official decision has been made on renaming the site. The situation highlights the complexities of governance in Washington, D.C., which, as a federal district rather than a state, is often subject to oversight by Congress. Some view the removal of the plaza as part of a shift in how issues of race and social justice are addressed in public spaces. Others see it as a natural evolution of city planning and infrastructure management. Regardless of perspective, the demolition marks the end of a chapter in the city's history while sparking discussions about how similar messages will be preserved in the future. In Savannah, Georgia, city officials are planning to create a new Black Lives Matter Plaza, led by a former D.C. city planner. It remains to be seen whether other cities will take similar steps to continue the legacy of this movement. Ultimately, the conversation surrounding Black Lives Matter Plaza reflects broader debates about history, activism, and how public spaces should represent societal values. The question remains, how will these discussions shape the future?
All right, so Black Lives Matter Plaza is getting removed, and I think it's a good thing. I posted this over on Instagram, and somebody wanted my response on why I don't support Black Lives Matter, so here it is. The reason I don't support the scam known as Black Lives Matter is because they don't care about black lives unless white lives take them. If the white man can be the opposition, they are all over it. But when these black guys are up and down the street beefing over things that don't matter, money, cars, women, clothes, fame, fortune, ego, pride, all these things, right? They are radio silent when they're taking each other out. They are radio silent when these black babies get caught in the crossfire of these people's beef, right? When this baby, Ivory Smith, lost her life due to a drunk illegal driver, that got released from the custody of ICE under Joe Biden's administration. They were radio silent about that as well. The problem is they will rather post about Kendrick Lamar, Beyonce winning Grammys, but they don't want to talk about any kind of accountability. They don't want to talk about the internal problems in the black community. They always want to point the finger at everybody else and look for some external force instead of looking in the mirror and realizing that we have our own problems we need to fix within our community. That's why I don't support them, and that's why I'm glad Black Lives Matter Plaza is getting torn down. It's a scam.
A lot of us are the kids and grandchildren, great-grandchildren of people who had their towns burned to the ground, communities burned to the ground, churches set ablaze, knocked down, homes destroyed. And y'all actually think that repaving a road is going to provoke us into getting in the street so that we can become a part of y'all narrative? No wonder the stock market is crashing. No wonder no other countries want to fool with y'all. Because that ain't it. That ain't it. Try again. Let me get back to work.
The thing is, you don't have to incite out anger. Some of us have never stopped being angry. Never. We wake up with this quiet resolve that America hates us, that a lot of the world hates us. We wake up already angry. So you taking away Black Lives Matter Plaza, you doing your little tit for tat DEI shit. It's just, it's really funny at this point. The fact that you think that you have to rile us up as if we're not already mad. Go figure.
I'm here at Black Lives Matter Plaza today, finding out people's opinion on it getting torn down.
Well, it's very unfortunate, and from my understanding, it'll be gone tomorrow. So I wanted to bring my two granddaughters to get them to see a part of history, because this will be history, but unfortunately it'll probably be erased, so we'll have photos and memories of it.
It's very unfortunate that this is what it's come to. I don't really see the benefit or the gain from removing something like this. I feel like it's something that's been a staple for, power and people in the community all over.
The fact that this is offensive to people is mind-boggling to me.
I'm back at Black Lives Matter Plaza today, finding out people's opinions on it being torn down.
I am disappointed in me. I've always obeyed in advance. What is the point of history if we are just not going to heed it? We know how fascism sets in. We know about 1935 Germany. We know about what groups they targeted first. And it's very disappointing. I'm very disappointed in her, and I'm very disappointed in the Democrats.
It's an insult and insensitive. I think this is hallowed ground. I also think that it is a statement about power by the person who occupies the White House to take away autonomy from Washington.
They're literally wasting government money to get rid of BLM over a street. Their ray-rayness is so bad that they would tank their own economy just to hurt. And then they think we're going to hit the streets. No, sir. We're going to do exactly what I'm doing right now. Nothing. Go ahead and do it. Rip up every single BLM sign, street, building, and waste all that money just to turn the entire world against you. No one thinks you're the good guys. Everyone knows you're Ray Ray. Everyone. Including your own constituent. A part of them are also Ray Ray. The other part are now waking up and realizing, oh my goodness, these guys are crazy. So keep doing it. We don't care, because eventually you'll be gone and we'll just put it back. Or we'll create new ones. You think by destroying a street, that's the end? No, sir. We're still here. And we still do matter. Black lives do matter. And for all lives to matter, Black lives need to matter. And destroying a street won't change that. So have fun. Stay hopeful. Trust your gut. And always know you're not crazy.
So I know you heard that the Black Lives Matter Plaza mural is being removed from Washington, D.C. It was on the news. We do not care. I live in the DMV area. There's tons of pictures and history that we have regarding that mural. We know what happened. We know why they put it. So we don't care. We don't care. We're not protesting. We're not doing anything to resist letting them do what they need to do. Okay? I'm smiling because obviously we are taking up a lot of space in their brains, and what we're doing is working. Not going in the streets, not voicing our opinions about how it may or may not affect you, because we don't care. We don't care. We buy in from our own. We are continually boycotting. And as far as I'm concerned, take it up a notch, y'all. Take it up a notch. Get serious. Get serious about your health, your mental state, at you and yours. That's the only thing we focus on. That's it. And of course, hold the line. Hold the line, y'all. Hold the line. Y'all have a good day.
You know, every day I wake up lately, I find myself saying, maybe today will be the day that Donald Trump, grows up. Well, today's not the day. Here, they've started tearing up the Black Lives Matter Plaza in Washington, D.C. today. So, where's Elon? Where you at, buddy? Because this looks like fraud, waste, and abuse to me. Tearing all this up just to own the libs? Because there really is no other explanation for doing this other than to piss off Democrats and liberals. So Trump and MAGA took a big giant leap in trying to get rid of the Black Lives Matter movement that has been around since 2013, 2014. The hashtag started because of Trayvon Martin after Jason Zimmerman got off. But it really took off in 2014 after the Michael Brown and Eric Garner murders. And while there are many other that happened in between, the most recent case that really sparked the plaza was the George Floyd murder from Derek Chauvin. So make no mistake, America, of what this symbolizes. This represents the Republican Party and Donald Trump saying, we don't care about black people being killed by police. We don't want to see that represented anywhere. We're tired of the divisiveness that this creates. I'm sorry, folks, this isn't divisive. This is trying to be more inclusive. This is trying to say that we see our fellow Black Americans and that we see this problem that is occurring and that we would like to be allies. And what Donald Trump and MAGA just did today is say they don't give a shit.